Do Chapati Dev Lakshmi, an explanation of that sentence. Sripada used to accept two chapatis from the houses of those whom he liked. He was calling Do Chapati Dev Lakshmi instead of Do Chapati Dev Lakshmi. In this, the Do sound indicates number 2. The Chow sounds indicate number 4. The Pati Dev sounds points to Parameshwara, suggesting number 9, and the Lakshmi sound suggests the form of Maya, indicated by number 8. Therefore, the number 2498 is formed as a mysterious figure. Sripada used this number to indicate that he is Mother Gayatri, Paramatma and Parashakti together. Then I said, "Sir, I understood to some extent as to what you told me about the 24 letters of the Gayatri Mantra. You said that number 9 represents Paramatma and that number 8 represents the phenomenon of Maya. Explanation about the number 9. Anand Sharma said, "Dear Shankar Bhatt, Paramatma is beyond this universe. He is not subjected to any changes. Number 9 is a strange number. When 9 is multiplied with 1, the product comes as 9. 9 multiplied by 2 gives 18 as the product. When 1 is added to 8, the total comes to 9. Likewise, 9 into 3 is 27. And 2 plus 7 again becomes 9. Likewise, when 9 is multiplied by any number, the sum of the different numbers in that product will become only 9. In this way, number 9 signifies the changeless Supreme Self." Explanation of Gayatri. Not only that, the Gayatri Mantra is like the celestial tree. The Om in that incantation is the trunk that came out of the earth. By reciting Om, one can obtain the knowledge about the existence of God and the devotion towards God. The trunk has developed into 3 branches as Bhu, Bhuva and Swaha. Bhu is capable of imparting the knowledge of self. Bhuva suggests that Karma Yoga is to be followed by living beings when they hold a body. Swaha helps in maintaining equipoise amidst all pairs of opposites and attain the state of Samadhi. From the branch Bhu, 3 sub-branches named Tat, Savitu and Varanyam came out. Tat gives the wisdom of life to the individual, Savitu gives strength to the bodily being, and Varanyam helps man to transcend animal instincts and transform into a divine personality. From the branch Bhuva, 3 sub-branches, namely Bhargo, Devasya and Dhimahi, originated. Bhargo enhances purity, Devasya bestows supernatural sight possible only for celestials, Dhimahi improves good qualities. From the branch Swaha, 3 sub-branches, namely Dhi, Yo, Yona and Prachodayat came out. Dhi, Yo develops discrimination, Yona develops restraint, and Prachodayat develops spirit of service in all living creatures. Therefore, know that Gayatri, the celestial tree, has 3 branches and each branch has 3 sub-branches. So, 2498 is a number which denotes Sripada Srivallabha. I have already explained to you the significance of digit 9 in that number. Explanation of number 8. Number 8 is of the nature of Maya. This is verily the nature of Mother Anagha. 8 multiplied with 1 gives 8. 8 multiplied with 2 gives 16. In this, if 1 is added to 6, it gives 7. This is lesser than 8. If 8 multiplied with 3, 24 is derived. In this, if 2 is added to 4, it gives 6, which is lesser also than 8. Likewise, when 8 is multiplied by any number, the sum of the different numbers in that product always becomes either equal to 8 or less than 8. In this way, the attribute of retreating the potency of all living beings in the creation remains within the universal mother. The phenomenon of Maya has the power to devalue any person, however great he is, and show him to the world in that devalued state. Sripada Srivallabha is the personification of Mother Gayatri. He is Sri Datta in the company of his consort Anagha Devi. Those who worship him with mind, speech, and actions will fulfill all their desires. In the early morning, Brahmi Shakti seated on a swan. In the afternoon, Vaishnavi Shakti seated on an eagle. And in the evening, Shambhavi Shakti rode on a bullock, dwell in Mother Gayatri. The presiding deity of Gayatri incantation is Savita Devi. As a result of Savitru Kathaka Chayanam, performed by sage Bharadwaj in Treta Yuga in Pithikapuram, Sripada Srivallabha incarnated in Pithikapuram. Savita Devi assumes the form of Rig Veda in the early morning. In the afternoon, she takes the form of Yajur Veda. In the evening, she will be in the form of Samaveda and take the form of Atharvana Veda during night. The sun, who is visible to our eye, is only a symbol. When yogis attain the zenith of spiritual achievement, they can have a vision of the Brahma Yoni in the shape of triangle with great luminescence. Out of it, countless millions of Brahmandas originate every moment. They are maintained and also destroyed every moment. In this fashion, creation, sustenance, and liquidation go on every moment. The force of Savita that creates, maintains, and destroys these countless universes is called Savitri. Nevertheless, Gayatri and Savitri are inseparable. The fire used for burning corpses is called Lohita. The fire used for cooking food is called Rohita. In the same way, a great force is functioning as Gayatri and Savitri in the worldly and otherworldly states. In the process of evolution of the living creatures, there are many necessities relating to this world. All of them are fulfilled by the grace of Mother Savitri. The spiritual advancement of the living beings is achieved through the grace of Mother Gayatri. A synthesis is required to enjoy all comforts and pleasures in this mundane world and to experience the divine bliss of the liberated state in the other world. Those who take refuge in the lotus feet of Sripada will become fulfilled in both the worlds. This is precisely the difference between the devotion towards Sri Datta and the devotion towards other deities. I felt that whatever Sri Ananda Sharma narrated was unique. Then I asked, "Great sir, you are very fortunate. I heard that Sri Pada would take the incarnation of Sri Narasimha Saraswati. I also heard that in that incarnation he would accept Sri Krishna Saraswati as preceptor. What a strange thing it is." Sri Ananda Sharma continued his narration. The incarnation of God comes only for the sake of the devotees. On assuming a human form, he would practice and teach how a superhuman being should conduct himself. The renunciation aspect had to be uplifted. If he wants to become an ascetic, a preceptor is required. That guru should be fully worthy and qualified. Out of millions, only one person would be worthy of being a preceptor to a person who is verily an incarnation. In the family where an incarnation of God is born, 80 generations of that family will acquire salvation. In that family, plenty of good merit would be accumulated. Similarly, the family of the person who acts as the guru of that person of incarnation will also be very pious. In Tanuku, a great person by the name Mayanacharya was born in the family of Vajapayajula. Srimati was his wife. They were a pious couple. After some time, they were living in Mangalapuram in the area of Nandi Koturu. Madhava, Sayana and Bhoginath were born to them. Madhava became Vidyaranya to restore Sanatan Dharma. The great sage Bapanarya drew power from the solar region and invested it in the Sri Shaila Mallikarjun Mahalinga. In reality, the Sri Charan of Sri Datta incarnated on Sri Mountain. The advent of the glorious feet of Sri Pada on the Sri Mountain was a wonderful thing. The name of the mountain was Sri. The holy feet of Sri Datta is Sri Charan. The name of Sripada Srivallabha is very appropriate for this modern incarnation of Sri Datta. There were relationships between the families of Bappanarya and Mayanacharya from many generations. People used to jokingly remark that a female child born in the Maladi house would be the daughter-in-law of Vajapayajula family, and a female child born in Vajapayajula family would be the daughter-in-law of the Maladi family. However, Bappanarya did not give in marriage his daughter Saubhagyavati Sumati Maharani to the family of Vajapayajula. Inspired by faith and on account of divine decision, Bappanarya gave his daughter Akhanda Lakshmi Saubhagyavati Sumati Maharani in marriage to Gontikota Appala Raja Sharma. Lord Datta was born as Sripad Srivallabh and to redeem Vajapayajula family, who had blood relationship with his maternal grandfather, attracted Madhavacharya towards him. Affection for Sripada overflowed in Madhavacharya. Madhavacharya later became sage Vidyaranya. His disciple was Malayanand and his disciple Devatirthulu. His disciple was Yadavendra Saraswati and his disciple was Krishna Saraswati. Between Sri Vidyaranya and Sri Krishna Saraswati, there were three people in that teacher-student lineage. Sri Vidyaranya would be born as Krishna Saraswati and will be the preceptor of Sripada in his next incarnation. In the future, Sri Vidyaranya will take birth in the family of his brother Sayanacharya under the name of Govinda Dikshita. He will become a saint prince and will become a chief minister of Tanjore. This was the divine pronouncement of Sripada. Sripada was always speaking the truth. Once, Sumati Maharani was giving a bath to Sripada. Sripinda Venkatappaya Sreshti came there at that time. On seeing him, Sripada questioned, "Grandfather, do we belong to the Markandeya lineage?" He did not reply but smiled at the sweet words of Sripada and their ironical meaning. In fact, Sripada belonged to the Bharadwaj lineage and Pinda Venkatappa Sreshti was from the Markandeya lineage. Sripada said in a veiled manner that he is the maternal grandson of Sri Pinda Venkatappaya Sreshti according to a mental perception. Mother Sumati took some water after the birth and blessed Sripada. "May you live as long as Markandeya." The lifespan of Markandeya was only 16 years. With the grace of Shiva, he had an endless lifespan. Sripada indirectly suggested that he would stay with his parents only for 16 years. After 16 years of age, Markandeya abandoned his home and became a long-living hermit. Sripada also stayed with his parents for 16 years and thereafter became a world preceptor. He repeatedly asserted that he would conceal his body, that his body will have eternal life, and that he incarnated as the son of Anasuya and Atri in the past in the same form of Sripad Srivallabh which was seen presently. Digambara, Digambara, Sripada Vallabha Digambara. Om Sai Ram.